right, it is lunchtime here, so I am going to make a special lunch, bacon, eggs, and fried potatoes. So there's the bacon. I never have this stuff anymore. It is crazy. This used to be a semi-regular thing when I was growing up. But bacon, eggs, and potatoes have gotten ridiculously expensive. So I don't get this very often. Let's come over here and cut some potatoes. So I got this question for you. I just said that bacon, eggs, and potatoes for breakfast or any meal is virtually out of reach for me these days. What breakfast is it that you used to eat all the time, whether as an adult or as a kid, that you absolutely cannot afford except for the rare treat these days? Let me know in the comments, because I'm telling you, this breakfast I'm making, we ate this fairly frequently when I was growing up. It was the steak and eggs that we never had. In fact, we rarely had that out at restaurants either. But that was always the breakfast when I was a kid that I dreamed about. I would dream about eating steak and eggs for breakfast because we couldn't afford it. And honestly, I have rarely had that for breakfast in my life. But now it's just the regular breakfasts that are totally out of reach. So anyway, let me know about that in the comments. I am going to peel and slice these potatoes. I wasn't sure about that. It's perfectly fine, though. Awesome. Perfectly difficult to peel this one, though. I don't always peel my potatoes, but I do a lot of the time. This one's being kind of wiggly. I've got my front door open, and the management here has a real bad habit of sneaking up on you, and instead of knocking, they'll try and attach whatever it is to your door without talking to you. And I thought I heard somebody step up onto my porch. And as you can hear, I don't have anything playing in the background right now. That's mostly because I'm recording, but I didn't have anything off when I was just working either. Or on. I didn't have anything on when I was just working either. So, okay, there's the potatoes. I gotta check this bacon. It smells like a carne. Alright, the potatoes are done. The eggs I think I'm gonna fry, so we'll come back over here. Hey, it's noon on Friday! Do you live in a place that has tornado sirens? That's what's going off right now, is the tornado sirens. Although I gotta say, I am not much hearing them. So one of them's gotta be broken. Because they're not very loud today. I can just barely hear it. And there's no noise in here. So that's not good. Alright, so this has got 3 pieces of bacon in it. 3 pieces of thick cut bacon. Are you excited? I'm excited. So I'm gonna cut these in half. Thought they were burning for a minute, but no, they're not. Long bacons. There we go. Doesn't that look good? All right. I'm going to let that cook for a minute, and I will be back. Look at that bacon sizzle. So I have my watch. I'm setting it every 3 minutes to come look at this bacon. Otherwise, it will burn. And I use either the 2 forks method or the spatula and fork method. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous to try and turn the bacon over. Oops, there's another one. And sometimes even with them, it's still kind of ridiculous to turn the bacon over. Alright, give it another 3 minutes. Actually, it's this piece right here that needs to get done, that right there. Set timer for 3 minutes. Hey, look, I walked back just in time. Alright, this little bacon is done. Isn't that a tasty bacon? Doesn't that look good? That one did not turn over. Well, maybe it did. It can be hard to tell sometimes. What we want to do is set timer for 2 minutes. Okay, it's being bad. Ridiculous. Set timer for 2 minutes. By the time I get done setting it, looks like something went wrong. Yeah, you freaking technology. Great. Okay, so that is probably going to burn because I cannot get my watch to set. Alright, I did finally get it to work, but I need to make sure this bacon's not burning. Because once it starts getting done, it starts cooking real fast. Oh, now it's going off. But my watch can act real bad, especially if it just came off the charger, which is exactly what's happened here. It's got 93% on it, so it just came off the charger. Alright, that bacon is done. Now I need to weigh the potatoes. I got 6.3 ounces of potatoes. Alright, let's turn these potatoes. And I will add some spices. Add some pepper. And some salt. And I do have bell peppers and onions, but I am not going to use them in this. I kind of have to be selective with that stuff, or I won't have it for other meals. So this is paprika, I think. Yeah, paprika. And I think that'll, well, let's see. I think I should have some onion powder here. Here's some onion powder. So we'll just do that for the potatoes. And I'll let those cook, and I'll be... Alrighty, these potatoes are about done, I would say. There aren't a lot of them. So there they are. Yeah, I'd say these are done. Smell good, that's for sure. So I cracked my eggs in a bowl today, but I'm not going to scramble them. I'm just going to put them in right like that. And I'll go ahead and do that. And if you're wondering, what did the food pantry buy of this? Nothing. Nothing. I bought the potatoes several weeks ago, and my dad bought me the eggs and the bacon the other day. So none of this came from the food pantry. if you're wondering what of this I've gotten from the food pantry in the past, I've gotten potatoes and eggs from the food pantry in the past. I have never gotten bacon from the food pantry. And if this had come from the food pantry, let's say they did have potatoes and I did get eggs, the meat would have been Spam. They usually have Spam available. So let's see here. I'm going to turn Mr. Egg over. And if you're wondering why I put them in a bowl, the eggs, they're just easier to get in the skillet if you put the eggs in a bowl first, especially if you're cooking more than one. My opinion. How about the bacon? The bacon's going to be cold. Alright, let's go over here and get the plate ready. Now this is there's my Halloween plate. So I like ketchup, but I rarely have anything that needs ketchup. So I bought that from the Dollar General many weeks ago, and I'm not real sure how long ketchup is good for once you open it. But here is the breakfast. And I'm sure it's going to be excellent. There it is, folks. I also have Halloween forks. They're black. All right. Let's see if it's any good. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright, folks, that's it for this video. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Tell me what you're eating for breakfast or what you can no longer afford to eat for breakfast in the comments, and I will bring another interesting video to you soon. If you feel like donating to the channel, you can donate directly through YouTube now, or the GoFundMe and Buy Me a Coffee links are still in the description. Have a wonderful day, folks, and I'll talk to you soon.